Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is DJ Kaz, and today we are back with a drip update video. I haven't done this in a long time because, drip has been kind of uh, under the radar. But that's, to be honest, fair. You know what I mean? In the meantime, I have been compounding, I have been buying the dip. If you guys recall, the last time I made a video, I believe I was just under 100 drip, and right now it's just under 300 drips. So I'm super proud and happy of where I am now. And actually, as you guys can see, I got 5 drip right here, which I accumulated roughly in the past day and a half. And I'm just gonna hydrate it in front of you guys. You know what I mean? I choose to add in more money now so that I can have more room to claim when drip is back at 88, when drip is breaking more all-time highs. Just it's another. I know it's high risk because I'm putting in fresh capital. As a matter of fact, I put in now more fresh capital than I've ever claimed combined, which means I'm back in the risky area. You know what I mean? Which is fine with me. I've been in drip ecosystem. I've made a lot of money, and then I used that money to go somewhere else, and I made a lot of money in somewhere else. So it only makes sense to come back where I made the original money. You know what I mean? And same thing goes with the drip garden, man. It's super nice. Last time I made a video, I just hit 1,000. I've been compounding every single day, and as you guys can see, am I gonna hit 3,000 right now? Yes, I am, which will make me triple my total plants growth since the last video, 3003. That's crazy. I did not put any fresh capital. This is just through the power of compounding. So I'm super happy. And actually, if you see the drip viewer, I know they're probably gonna. They said that this site is gonna go down, but it doesn't matter. But if we see right here, they're saying that my words per day is 31, which is kind of roughly staying in the same area. I think, but I'm making 100 plants per day now, and the worth of it is $943, which is fine with me. I know it's gonna become exponential growth, which I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna be compounding every single day. I cannot wait till this becomes like 10,000 plants, bro. It's gonna be crazy, honestly, and I cannot wait when this, plant value starts going up or the LP starts going up. Everything starts going up. Uh, so yeah, I'm choosing to play smart in the bearish times instead of claiming. I've done my mistake, and now I'm making up for it. But today, what are we here for? We're here for more drip news, and yes, it's an article, medium article from straight from Forex Chart, because I heard in the last um, AMA that Forex had, he explained that he's going to do kind of an overhaul of the animal farm, and I believe even dogs contract will have to change. So we're going to go through that quickly in this video, just to give you that, drip news, just to give you that explanation. So if any of you guys, missed the AMAs or missed reading the pin messages, all you gotta do is just watch this video. I don't know. Let me know if I should be doing like very frequent drip news or something like that. Um, but definitely, I'm thinking about this in the future. But let's carry on with this. From Forex himself, we have made some major improvements in the contract, largely behind which I have not gone into yet because I'm trying to be careful about overwhelming people, which makes sense. Uh, and then to go down here, in version 1, the animal farm is 3%, has a 3% dogs tax, which was allocated providing liquidity. First, would first send the dogs the 3% tax to the liquidity helper vault. Fair enough. 25% of the BSD from the deposits fees are also sent to this liquidity helper vault. When the amount of BSD in the vault goes over a specified threshold, the liquidity contract then pairs up the dogs and BSD. Okay, that all makes sense. And then here it says if there was an uneven amount of dogs and BSD, the contract helper will either use some of the BSD on the vaults or some of the dogs so it can balance out, etc., etc. And here it said we made a major improvement on this. So that's why we need a dogs, a new dogs contract. In the V2 liquidity helper contract, there is never a scenario where it adds sell pressure to dogs order to add liquidity, in order to add liquidity, and it can only add buy pressure. So instead of going both ways, now it's only going to go one way, buy pressure, which is pretty good. If there's uneven value in dogs or BST, the liquidity contract, when the threshold is hit, the contract will either use some of the BST to buy dogs, creating an equal value of the two assets on the contract, and then pair them up, etc., etc. Um, it will burn, or okay, here, right here, to buy dogs, creating an equal value of two assets on the contract, and then pair them up, or it will burn some of the dogs, creating equal value of dogs, BSD, etc., which basically makes sense. Instead of selling dogs, it'll just burn the dogs. And this is obviously very good, adds more to the buy pressure. And this is not only a major innovation, but it's also extremely bullish for dogs. We will add a lot more pressure, will relieve a lot of sell pressure as well. Yep, we know that. And it will make dogs even more deflationary. When we go to version 2, we are not just pushing the same contracts, which new syrup pool injection. We have taken what we learned from version 1, etc., etc. As we get closer to the launch date, I will be sharing more huge improvements that we've made. This is a big deal. Nice. We love this. You know what I mean? It's good to see that dogs are getting more attention because, to be frank, guys, when Animal Farm was, launched and running, I was more on the dog side of things. I feel like, they were the underdog. But if we go actually to the farms, can you see, or in the pool, was it? Let me see. Yep, I have my 13 dogs right here. And I'm assuming, can you unstake them? I think I can, but let me see if I can get a confirmation before I do that. But I'm pretty sure you're fine in keeping them here. But yeah, I have my 13.5 dogs in here, and I'm gonna hold them. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna sell those until I see like a 5x or something. But when we go to the back to the animal farm, which is the latest update, just last week, PancakeSwap announced that they were ending emissions on their version 1 syrup pools, which we were using to generate millions of dollars worth of BST every month to support our platform. Being that this mechanism plays as such a major role in our protocol, we have decided to move forward with full migration of all Animal Farm related contracts. We took this opportunity to improve everything, including the UI, which is something I've always wanted to improve on, and now the changes we have made to improve our development processes has allowed for. But so basically, what I mean, this is a fair enough situation. It's not like he wants to delay us even more. He just took this chance because PancakeSwap has changed, so they might as well change every single contract of the farms and pools that we have to migrate to as well. And as you guys can see, there's a small snippet of the new UI, very simplified, very, it looks way more professional, more polished, you know what I mean? So good stuff. This is what we love, honestly. So speaking of the dogs migration, I'm just going to skim through this because we just read about it. Dogs primary use case is a vehicle to earn pigs. This means that dogs values are largely derived from the value of pigs. So basically, dogs is like BR34P for Animal Farm. And then basically here talking about, yep, it'll be more valuable even though dogs and dogs Master Chief contracts are the only contracts which require version 2 SERP. It will be extremely important that we launch Pigpen, and Piggy Bank with forward compatibility. So when the dogs contract are ready, we can plug the pigs contract without difficulty and allow the whole system to operate together smoothly. This is why we cannot just immediately launch the pigs contract. Fair enough, Forex. We understand that. The plan moving forward is to finish all the pigs and Piggy Bank and Pigpen development this week and go live with it next week. We will then go live with the rest of the Animal Farm contracts shortly after in a couple weeks. This way, the pigs contract token has time to build immense value before the dogs tokens are unpaused, which in turn creates a high demand for the dogs token right from the start. So fair enough, that means the dogs token, then it will be unpaused shortly after the pigs and the pigpen and the piggy bank, which makes sense. You know what I mean? We want to build momentum before we, kind of shift gears. And then here the pigs crediting. We'll be launching the pigs piggy bank and the pigpen all at the same time. Users who had pigs LP in the piggy bank will be credited in the piggy bank. as we have already gone over. So everything will be migrated. This require no actions. Those who have pigs and pigs LP in their wallet, which is less than 3% of the pigs, will be able to credit to their wallet. Um, the version 2 tokens will be airdropped to them. Fair enough. The only people who will need to use the crediting dashboard are those who had pigs in the pig pen. Those who had pigs in the pig pen, when everything was on, where everything was on pause, will have two options. Option one, they can send the BSD to the contract, create the contract, will pair them to LBC, and then utilize the gift stake function to make a stake for them in the piggy bank. The UI on the credit contract allows them to time lock this in the dashboard, allowing them to earn time lock bonuses. Yep, we know that. Those who credit piggy bank in the first 48 hours will get the same additional 20. Will get the same additional 20% as people who deposit fresh capital into piggy bank in the first hour. Fair enough. So you get 20% bonus if you deposit in the piggy bank, lock in the piggy bank as well. In the first 48 hours of the relaunch. That's a good deal in my opinion. Option 2, they can credit it in the Pigpen. In the Pigpen, they will start earning 3% of the Pigpen's BUSD balance every day, which is worth millions of BSD right now. On top of that, we have added another cash flow in the Pigpen, which is extremely attractive and will be generating millions of dollars worth of dividends of the Pigpen stakers as soon as the Pigpen goes live. This new cash flow is pigs which are generated from piggy bank deposit withdrawal fees. These pigs will be sent to the stakers, and yeah, we know that users can use the crediting dashboard to send Pigpen how much. Yeah, version 2 improvements. When it goes live, it will basically go to the pancake swap version 2 Sarah pool integration. It's basically just skimming through this. Fees as well as taxes, but will be improved logic to increase the BSD cash flow sell pressure. Yep, we have read this in the Telegram. On top of that, the pigs dividends will continue to be generated for the pig pen from Piggy Bank, from Piggy Bank, and we are in negotiations with major DEX to utilize our re-hypothecation functionality to lend our single asset pools, not just our LP collateral, which we are doing right now. This will generate millions of dollars of additional BUSD every month. That's very good. We love to hear that, honestly. Bullish pigs. To ensure pigs goes live with game theory is extremely bullish, and to further instill that Pigpen represents ownership of Animal Farm, we will be making an improvement to the time locking mechanism. Just like a majority of owners of traditional industry have utilized vested shares to ensure the integrity of the platform, so will Pigpen. This means Pigpen balances will be time locked for 2% of their balance, being made available for withdrawal daily. So this is the biggest change, and I believe this has been the controversial change. But it's honestly fine with me. Let me make sure. Is it out? Is it in the Pigpen? Yeah. Well, I guess I migrated it, so I can't really tell. But real quick, with these new and innovative Pigpen mechanics, not only will it be generating way more value than it did in version 1, it'll also be more bullish for pigs. Considering 97 will be locked up at launch. That's very beautiful. It will be highly deflationary and incentive to lock up for you. Now, yes, I get it. This is kind of controversial. People saying, I entered the Pigpen, I entered the Pigpen agreeing to the fact that it's an unlocked kind of single staked pool, but now all of a sudden we don't get a choice and it's locked with only 2% to sell per day. I get it, but at the end of the day, guys, I think it's only better for us in the long term. Would you rather sell now for like a 2x, I guess, or hold it and then sell it when it's on a 10x? And those type of people who are saying, or disagreeing with this, are one, invested so much money of their real money that they're overexposed to changes like this, which can totally happen in the crypto world, in the DeFi world. If it's considered an improvement, trust me, this stuff will happen. You know what I mean? Not everything you can't make everyone happy, to be honest, at the end of the day. And if we actually did make like a vote for this, obviously the majority will say no, don't lock it up. But this is why we can't have kind of democracy in DeFi, guys. Um, you know what I mean? Like, the only thing that we get to vote on is if you have substantial percentage. So if your holdings are high in Pigpen, then your vote will matter, as you guys can see right here in the proposals. But at the end of the day, it's only proposals. Um, so we can't just let everyone. If this was democratic, then everyone will say no, no, I want access to my money, so they can sell, right? And this is not good. This is only good for short term. But the key here is to delay your gratification. Honestly, this is what I've been doing with the drip faucet, with the drip garden. You know what I mean? I've been just compounding, compounding, compounding. I know it's going to be valuable in the future. And yeah, with the animal farm, I'm looking forward to this. You know what I mean? I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling a dime when anything launches. I'll be locking it for like, I don't know, a month or two. Let's see how it goes. A video will come out when this launches. So, if you're watching this video and you've reached this far, subscribe, like for more, drip news. When anything comes out, be sure that I'll be updating you guys in a video explaining everything, making it easier for you guys who missed out on the AMAs, on the pin messages, because sometimes there's a lot to read. And you got messages like these that, it wasn't really pinned, it's just been forwarded. So I'll do all the hard work for you guys. You just need to watch a video. Makes it simple, especially if you guys don't like to read and listen instead. You know what I mean? That's why I also downloaded Audible. But enough about me. Guys, that'll be the end of the video. Let me know, what do you think of the migration? I know we hate the delays, but honestly, stuff like this makes it all worth it. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Remember to join our link to the Telegram, to our Telegram group, the Farmers Community. And yeah, ask any of your questions. Once you join there, say hello. And remember, if you're new to Drip and stuff, I'm gonna leave my buddy address link in the description so you can join my team. I'll be doing airdrops, know that for sure. Same thing with the Drip Garden. I'm gonna be leaving all those links in the description. But yeah, my name is DJ Kelvin. I'll see you guys in another video. Like and subscribe, comment, and stay tuned. Click that notification bell. And yeah, I'll see you guys another time. Bye bye.